And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. Look at the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little juke. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to fight his way.
Hold it to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5.
Fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now Saquon Barkley found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
Ertz has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work. 12. Got.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And some space here. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Tempo, tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Handoff comes to Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender.
Here we go now.
But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
2-90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Wilson now, operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
14. 380. Check. Crunch. 40. Back 38. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Bang. Check 50. Run left.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll throw now on the final play. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception.
It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 58 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Hurry up, here we go.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first. Down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.